It's tactic time, and welcome back to the channel. We'll start with Liverpool, testing out Isak and Co. with the updated database. Then we'll go over to LAFC, where we'll have Olivier Giroud leading the line. And lastly, at Stockport County to give a possession tactic a run in League 2. I'm going to show you the tactic that got a great goal like this from Ryan Gravenberch and helped a League 2 team put in a performance like this against Manchester United. Top of possession, top of the shots. So unlucky. So if you want to win a ton of trophies in FM24, use the overpowered formation in the 4-2-3-1 and keep possession. This is the tactic. So we'll kick off with the elite team test. It's Liverpool and all their new signings with the updated database. Let's get into the test. Could this be a sign of things to come? Liverpool winning everything. Obviously, they're in the Champions League in real life and not in the Europa League. But if we look at the breakdown of this, Carabao Cup, 1-0 win in the final against Arsenal, 1-0 win in the FA Cup final against Newcastle, 3-0 in the Europa League final. And if we look at the league and we look at the stats, it is 90 points, 68 goal difference. Alexander Isak finishing second in the top scorers. Top of the assists though, Florian Wirtz, and if we look at his stats overall, it's 52 games or 52 starts, 18 goals, 18 assists. They would definitely take that from him this season. Obviously, it's a possession tactic, and if we take a look at the possession in the Europa League, it is 62% possession with 6,417 passes, more than anyone else in the competition. Second test, over to LA. It's LAFC. Over to LA. I'm not in LA. I'm in rainy Wales today. But if I was in LA, we would have won the Champions Cup, and Olivier Giroud has scored 2 in a 5-1 win in the final. So that's one cup in the bag. Also, we finished top of the Supporters' Shield, the top of the league, 81 points. As you can see, next is Austin FC on 64 points. So we are 17 points ahead of them. A comfortable league win, 60 goal difference. If we look at the overview here, Olivier Giroud again banging in the goals, finishing on 38, comfortably the top scorer in the league. And you'll have seen it there. Last but not least, not only did we win the league table, we also won the MLS Cup. For those of you who know, you go from the league, you go into the playoff cup stage, and it ends in a final. So even though you win the league, doesn't mean you win the MLS Cup. But in this case, we've gone on and done that as well. It's a treble for LAFC. It's a possession tactic. Of course, we won the results, but I can't give you a possession tactic without us getting the possession. 64% possession. We are top of that as well as all the cups. Last test, down to League 2 to see if you can play possession football and get results with Stockport County. So far I've showed you a strong team in the Premier League, Liverpool, and all their signings. Great, of course you can get possession with them. Showed you LAFC, strong team in the MLS. So we took it down to League 2. So League 2, obviously players, no superstars like a Mohamed Salah. We still get the possession. 64% possession in League 2. But how do we do in the league? Top of the league as well. 95 points, 50 goal difference. We've smashed the possession and we've won the league. Stockport are on their way to League 1 in style. So here it is, the Harley Quinn Possession Parade. You don't just get possession, as you've seen, you get trophies as well. As we head towards FM26, if you want more tactics for your FM24 save, taking you right up to that release, which we now know is November the 4th, then hit like, hit subscribe, and I will keep bringing them to you until we can get our hands on the new game. Also, with the new game, there is a link in the description. If you want a 22% discount on the new game, use my code GYRFM with Fanatical. The link is in the description. And let me know if you want me to do a video on FM26, a sort of reaction video. I haven't done one on the information release so far, but I'm thinking about doing one as soon as we get some tactic information. Let me know if that's something you want to see. Drop a comment and let me know what you want me to do. Let's get into this one. It is an attacking tactic. Gone attacking. It's still important with the possession tactics to go attacking. The reason is we don't want possession for possession's sake. You can get possession a lot of different ways in Football Manager with the roles and with the instructions, but what sometimes happens is you then struggle to score. So we use that instruction, the attacking mentality of the players, telling them we still want you to score, but I do want you to keep the ball, and I'm going to create opportunities for you to do that with the instructions and with the roles. So that's why we're keeping narrow, keeping the players close together. We're playing the ball out from the back. We're using shorter passing, but tempo-wise, and this is how quickly you get the ball from the back to the front. But it doesn't mean that you have to knock it long. You can do that by short, snappy passes through the lines. We're going low crosses to keep that cross completion high, but we are allowing a little bit of creativity, so be more expressive in the final third. As you can see there, it says, we'll allow more creative players the freedom to play the game with additional vision and flair outside of the confines of the team's tactical setup, including the freedom to roam from position. I don't mind that, and you can see this is in the final third, so everyone up here, once you're up here, you've got the freedom to move, find spaces, so people can find you with passes and create opportunities to score. In transition, counter press, counter when we've won the ball, we get the goalkeeper to distribute quickly with short kicks out to the centre-backs. And of course, we've got that play up from the back as well, so everyone, including your defensive midfielders, sit a little bit deeper, ready to receive the ball. Out of possession, we've gone with a high press, the higher defensive line. We're not squeezing it right up. Got the higher defensive line. We've got much more often with the trigger press. I've said it before. Forces them to go long when playing out from the back. Same with the prevent short goalkeeper distribution. And that allows us to win the ball from the long ball and start to build and apply pressure again. We're not letting them sit on the ball. Part of having the most possession is stopping the other team settling on it. Tackling, we know it's a good instruction. Get stuck in, start with that. If the yellow cards start racking up, take it off, see the game out, and then for the next game, it'll be back on there. Over to the player instructions, and this is a little bit how Liverpool have set up at the start of this season. It's not identical, it's not a recreation. But having watched a few Liverpool games, I've seen the left back tuck in. It's a little bit, but it's kind of flipped. I've seen the left back tuck in as the inverted fullback would in this situation, and I've seen Frimpong going forward down the right. Then you see Salah closer to the striker. So it's kind of how Liverpool have set up with a little bit of a flip. Gravenberch, I think, is the more holding the midfielder, so they probably look more like that. We've got Florian Wirtz in the hole here, and then on the left they have Gakpo. I'd say Salah's more attacking if we were looking to mirror Liverpool exactly, but it's not a recreation. It is just a 4-2-3-1 possession tactic with a bit of a twist on the overpowered setup in Football Manager. So we'll start with the goalkeeper. Sweeper, keeper on defend, no instructions, nice and easy. Over to the right back, inverted fullback on defend, no instructions. They hold possession, they sit narrower. When your wing back on support with stay wider and tackle harder and get forward coded in, gets forward, you will see your team set up with a back three. He will tuck in, he will move over, and it'll look a bit like a back three. Then, deep lying playmaker. We've got Gravenberch, and he is just on tackle harder. The coded instructions: shoot less often, take more risks, hold position. They sit around here, they look for opportunities to set the team off on the attack, but with the tackle harder, they are very combative against the opposition's attackers. Volante on attack. So you will see in this case McAllister, he will end up here, which will have Wirtz there, and then players will naturally move into these sorts of positions. So this is kind of how it will look when you have the ball. That's kind of what you're looking at. And then players will obviously move within the play. So if you get Chiesa darting into the box, Roberts will see the opportunity to overlap. That's kind of how it's going to look. So you've got him sitting here to recycle possession when it's knocked out. Gravenberch will pick him up over here. A winger might drop in if it's on the opposite side. You've got lots of movement, lots of opportunity to pass the ball around, recycle possession, and find different ways to attack the defense. But if we just look at the instructions of the Segunda Volante, it is just tackle harder, and they are on get forward. Over to Chiesa. I've got to swap it. Let's put Gakpo in there. We know it'll be Gakpo. The inside forward, again, barely any instructions, just on tackle harder. I'm using a lot of the role's strengths. I'm not trying to change what the role does. I've picked these roles for a reason, to keep possession. I don't need to add instructions and make them do a bit more or a bit less. The roles are selected to work together. So just tackle harder on that side. Over to the main man, Mohamed Salah. Just tackle harder on that side as well. Again, the instructions are all coded in to the role. The role works with the roles around it. We just put Florian Wirtz back up there. Let's move everyone back. Florian Wirtz, new sign-in, big sign-in, a lot expected from him this season. And as you can see in the save results we went through earlier, he showed up in this one. I have added take more risks on him. He's in the middle. He's your creator. There's lots of runners down the wing, or these guys coming in from the side. You've got McAllister joining the forward. You've got Alexander Isak up top. Happy for the number 10 role to be a little bit more creative than the normal attacking midfielder on attack role would be. I've added tackle harder, but of course they are on get forward. Last but not least, pressing forward on this one. We are pressing from the front. We want possession and we don't want the other team to have it. So we are putting the press on. It's an attacking, pressing forward. No additional instructions, but they are on close down more, tackle harder. They do move into channels to allow players to get forward and join in down the other side. Pressing forward, the perfect role to put pressure on their back four and try and win the ball back high up the pitch. This one isn't for you and you just want the overpowered 4-2-3-1. Check out last week's one. The link to that is on the screen now. But as for today, tactic time done.